Hey beautiful, it's Miss Nikki with Married Mom and Mogul, and I wanted to share with you today my setup for my January 2020 repurposing of my Cocoa Daisy planner pages, well, the dashboards inside of my speckled Carpe Diem A5 planner. So if you have seen my flip through of my January 2019 planner, you will see that these are the same pages. These dashboards, these sheets came from my Cocoa Daisy subscription box from last year. Well, when I opened up my Carpe Diem, I loved the look with this planner. So since I wanted to use my Carpe Diem, I just kept the pages since they looked so good together. So let me flip through and show you what I've done. So I covered up the calendar that goes here, and I've kept the dashboards the same because the categories are basic: Hello January, finance. So I was able to just keep them the same. I went ahead and added a sticker here, just some new embellishments to kind of, I guess, I just love stickers. That's what it really boils down to. And it helps me stay motivated in my planning. And when I do so, it just motivates me to open up the planner, schedule things out, which eventually encourages me to get things done, which I hope it can do the same thing for you. So here's my January. These pages actually came out of my Webster's pages, but I love the layout. It's perfect. And I had been using the Cocoa Daisy monthly spread, so I had just been saving these. So now that I don't have a subscription with anyone, I can go ahead and utilize my Webster's pages. Now, what we're looking at now is my menu plan for the month. I am going to keep this because it has already been an inspiration for some of the things that I have planned to cook for in February. And I suggest that you do that. I've kept them for months and months so that I can refer back to them. And most of these things are the same, but just in case if you didn't catch that video, I'll share it with you. It might take a year, it might take a day, but what's meant to be will always find a way. And I changed, there was 2020 here, so I changed the year. All of these stickers are the same. These are my plans from last year, which I kept in here because I don't have 1 year goals. I try to set goals that I can keep that are actually changing habits. So finding a church is something we didn't do last year. So that's something I still want to keep on my list. Family game night, family movie night, family outings, and using all my appliances are things that I was able to achieve, but my goal has always been to be consistent in those. I want family game night at least once a week. Family movie night at least once a week. Family outing at least twice a month. And use all my appliances. I am an appliance, I don't want to say hoarder, because I always see a need for my appliances, but I don't tend to use them. When I'm talking about my appliances, I'm saying like my kitchen tools and appliances. I don't always use them, but I love to buy them. They do help. They will make your life easier. So it is a good thing to use. And I definitely want to make sure that I stick with using them so that I do actually make my life easier. When it comes to cooking, I want it to be quick and I want it to be easy. Here I'm sharing with you my January, it's actually my bills. and I keep them here, and there's check boxes so that when I actually pay something, I can check it off immediately. I don't wait until things clear. I check it off once I've paid it, and then I can always go back and make sure that the company has also recorded it. But I know that I paid it just by checking it off here. And this is just my month at a glance. I can't really use, these boxes are way too small for me, so I haven't really found a good use for these boxes yet. This is my what I call my secret folder. It's pockets here on both sides, and it also opens up, and there are pockets here too. I keep some receipts and some stamps in there. Nothing too secretive, but in case I did need it, that's what it's there for. I have this planner so stuffed, I actually shouldn't have opened it because the last time I tried to open it up, all my pages were just flying everywhere. It was way too stuffed. So this is the end of, this is actually the first week of January. And the other page is actually in my December planner. So this is the 2nd through the 5th. This spread was done by Victoria Thatcher. This one was done by Planner One Love. These deco stickers, I believe this is from Blingblingplanner. That is where I get majority of my deco stickers from, is from Blingblingplanner off Etsy. And did I say this one is from Victoria Thatcher, this spread. This one is from Planner One Love. It seems like I'm alternating them for some strange reason. And this one is from Victoria Thatcher. And you can get those right off her website. And they are free. Both of those companies give free weekly spreads. I think that's awesome. But you can always, or you should always, give them a donation when you're purchasing things, when you're downloading things from their site. These are just some stickers that I haven't quite used yet, which I must confess I'm some kind of a sticker hoarder too. And which is one of my goals this year. I want to use my stickers more. This is just, hustling. This is, actually I've been using it as a bookmark, but it's a die cut that I received from the Planner Society in one of their subscription boxes when I was receiving those. And here are just some inserts that I actually had in my planner from January 2019, and I never took them out. So when I decided to use the same planner for January 2020, some of the same things, they go with the spread, with the layout, the colors kind of coordinate. So I just kept them there. These are from the free printables. This is from the free printable from CocoDaisy.com. This is actually from a scrapbook that I was able to cut that from. I just love this little jewel here, which actually came off of a bracelet that I think I broke it. This is just my daily planner pages. I downloaded these from Etsy. I'm not sure the name of the shop. I can't believe that. It just slipped my mind. But if I do get a chance to find it, I will put it in the description box in case you're interested in these. It came in 2 different layouts, so I decided to use them both because it seems that they both have a little bit of something that I want to use. For one, the time breakdown and the longer to-do list. So, as well as the healthy habits, which I haven't used them that much because I think I'm just going to use, I want to develop a different insert for each day of the week because it seems that my schedule is the same on each day of the week, but just not daily. Okay, this is my divider that came from one of my planners. I believe it's my Webster's Pages, but I could be wrong. And this is from my business. This section is for my business, and that's at nyandaray.com. My main source of income is my luxury body softening product line, Body Souffle. And I keep all of my thoughts and all of my plans for it here. I have a super saving snap that I do on my Snapchat, and I try to keep track of that here. I'm going to plan out some that I want to do for February. I think I'm going to go ahead and plan for March as well. That way it'll keep me from trying to figure out what to snap, and I only do that once a week. For my little pocket here, I created this pocket. This is just some scrapbook paper, and I used my, who is this by? I think this is Fisker's, and this is a circle punch. Well, I didn't need a whole circle, so I just used it to cut that. I just put it in like half the space, so it would give me a half circle. And it cut that out for me so nice. And I like to slide this in. I had left this in my planner all year, and I want to now make sure that I take it from planner to planner. So I'm gonna try to make a little pocket folder like this. I call it a pocket folder because it reminds me of a pocket door, but I'm gonna try to make one to coordinate with my planners as I switch it monthly. But it says, I walk in the presence and consciousness of the Lord all day long. His fullness flows through me at all times, filling me up with the empty vessels, filling up all the empty vessels in my life. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarry, wait for it. Habakkuk 2 and 3. So since I like it so much, I want to carry it with me so that I can read it more often. Last January, I was reading it every day. So I haven't gotten that, I haven't gotten it in my schedule to do it daily, but I do it way more often than I did last year. Okay, so this is just a running to-do list for my home and things that have to do with everybody that's in my household. So that's this whole section. This doesn't even match this planner, but it was such a pretty envelope that I wanted to use it. And I just have some journal cards that I got from a scrapbook that I will share one day. I believe it is called Blush Glam, and it's by Craftsmith. I got it from Michael's. I always have to remember because most of the time I'm getting things from Michael's or from Hobby Lobby. So I just used my X-Acto knife and I cut a slit here so that can just tuck right in there. But it was just so pretty, I wanted to use it. This is from a scrapbook that I just laminated and created a pocket here. Again, using my X-Acto knife. I might want to try doing a DIY to kind of show you how I did that. But I just laminated the scrapbook paper and used my X-Acto knife to open up the pocket there. This is for my blog, Married Mom and Mogul, and some of my YouTube things as well. This is just some scrapbook paper with a cute sticker on there, Romans 12 and 12. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. And I just used it because it has those polka dots, just like my Carpe Diem. And here's a tag that came from Coco Daisy. She tends to keep those in the planner packages. And the Cosmo Noir is one of my other companies. And it's going to be very busy coming soon with the Cosmo Noir. So I keep that in my planner because I'm constantly coming up with new ideas for this launch. This is a cute folder that I just used because it looks so cute with my planner. And you see I have the polka dots here, the polka dots here, the polka dots here, and even my Coco Daisy pen has the polka dots as well. It just seemed to go so well together that I just wanted to keep it keep it all together. I take some classes online, and when I do, I keep the information in this section here. This is just a little insert that I had just to kind of keep my notepad pages on. It was one of the free printables from Cocoa Daisy, so I just cut it down, and it kind of gives me the layering effect. I don't know if you realize that most of my pages, or many of my pages I should say, are not the same size, and that's because I like it giving me some visual, interest with the different lengths and the different shapes of the pages. This was a bookmark that I got from the Chicago Public Library about Mary Jane McLeod Bethune, and she is such an awesome woman. I should say she was such an awesome woman that I wanted to keep this little piece of information about her in here. There's a section on her at the Chicago Public Library on the south side of Chicago, and I just wanted to remind myself in case I wanted to go back again and visit, which I most definitely will. Think, Dream, Plan. This is the back side of my 2020 calendar that I just printed off offline, wikicalendar.com. It was free, so I just printed out and I cut it down. I love to have my corners rounded, so I did that. I kept my bow here that I made. This is one of my first bows. I laugh at it when I see it because I think it looks a little wonky, but I keep it because it is a sign of my progression and my creativity. This is my 2020 perpetual calendar. It folds out. It has 3 sides, so 6 different pages that contain the entire year. But I started it in August of 2019, so it's really covering my children's school year. This is my 2020 vision board. I'm not going to unfold it. I'm going to wait and show you in a separate video once I complete it, because I am still working on it. But I have started my 2020 vision. My word of the year is consistency. This is the year I will be stronger, braver, kinder, and unstoppable. And I have that same quote here from Habakkuk 2 and 3. And just a sticker, I can and I will. And I added a little pin loop here because I'm going to be taking this. I can just pop this out. So I'm going to be taking it from planner to planner throughout the year. Here I just have my passwords. I got this password sheet from my InStyle box from At Home with Nikki. This was probably a couple years ago, and I just keep my passwords here secure and with me. And you see all of my eraser dust, and that's pretty much it. So that is my planner setup and flip through for January 2020. It's way too much in this planner, so I am thinking that I am going to be breaking this down and taking some of these things out. I don't think I'm going to be able to have all this stuff in my planner every month, but I did want you to see how it was pretty simple for me to repurpose these dashboards. Here's one, here's one, here's another, which I had actually made a folder into. Here's one for my finance section, my weekly section. Even these I was sharing, these are from my Cocoa Daisy from last year. This is from my Cocoa Daisy. So it's part of my goal to see how I can repurpose my things, because I fall in love with the sets and then the next month I change it out And like I was saying, I had not even opened this back up until it was January 2020. So I want to be able to use my things a little bit more than I have been. So I'm actually gonna, it's the end of January now. So I'm going to package my January dashboards up, and I'm going to save them, and in the future I may reuse them. And I hope that that has been some inspiration to you to see how you can repurpose your things. I fall in love with my stuff and I want to use them again, and you probably do too. So I am looking forward to sharing with you how we can do this again. Until the next time, remember to be beautiful, because somebody's watching you.